some sketchy shit. Doo-dah, doo-dah, hope I get away with it. Oh, the doo-dah day. Good evening and welcome to Stupid O'Clock.
Hey, John.
John Scarborough. That's his job.
You slid in just at the last minute, just after Joe Dog hit the start button.
I lost track of time.
It's all right.
It's the third. I was busy this day. I had to wake up early and take the truck down to Toyota. Got my yearly service, and then there was a recall notification. I had to get a brake line replaced. I didn't have to, but I got one replaced because of the recall. Apparently, they were having an issue with mud and snow getting up on top of the brakes on the rear brakes. And if you hit the brakes real hard, it would cause a hose to leak.
Oh.
And
that's not good.
All that sort of fun stuff. So they came out with a new hose. So I went and got that. Took me less than 2 hours. And woohoo.
I mean, considering the area where you live, I don't want to be going down Lookout Mountain and have the brake line just go, ooh, I'm on strike now.
So I helped my brother get his fence put up. And the only thing we've got to do, we got all that. We got most of it done. And now we got to do the gates.
Oh, that's a good question. That's a good question, Carl. How many times do you see snow?
Okay, it's one of those, we don't see it very often, but when we do.
Yeah,
we do.
Uh-huh. Same thing. Yeah. Same thing down here.
It's
rare, but when we do, it's like all of a sudden we're in the Himalayas.
It's like that joke I always tell. You know, Atlanta has a hockey team. And I'm like, you know what we call hockey down south? Swimming. Right?
Water polo.
Yeah, Joe Bachman's got a little bit of a haircut. Mm-hmm. And am I seeing something weird? Is it just camera angle, or do you have
camera angle? It's his hair with the light on it is matching the light on the green screen photo he's sitting in front of, so his hair keeps disappearing.
Well, I'm talking about his beard. When he looks straight at the camera, it's got
it's square.
It is hanging off to the left there.
Yeah. Story of my life, shortened to the left. Yeah, need to trim that up a little bit.
Mm. Every time I trim my beard, Lindsay will
Carl asked how many times
me in the living room and go, oh, wait, let me get the scissors. You didn't do that right.
It ain't the snow I'm really worried about, though, Carl. It is the mud.
Yes.
The one thing Georgia has prodigious amounts of red clay chert mud.
Yep.
Yes.
Matter of fact, God. I think that's their I think that's the state product of Georgia is red clay.
Red clay.
Yeah. Um,
Well, we used to be the bottom of a inland sea, so that's where all that came from. If it ain't mud, it's granite.
You'll like this, Joe McKeel.
Yeah.
My brother went to Harbor Freight and bought an auger.
Oh, yeah.
To dig fence posts. Predator is the name of the product.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just saw that ad today. Is it a full diameter auger, or is it
Well,
just
it's
a little?
big enough to do 4x4 fence post. It'll do a
Okay.
6-inch hole. Yeah. I think it's got.
Well-
I think it's a 6-inch auger blade. But
2 people to run it.
that was his problem. He bought it, and despite being a Marine that's been drinking beer for the past 12 years, he didn't have enough weight to. And if it hit a good rock, it would fling him across the yard. So yes, we put about 400 pounds of overweight retired military on top of that thing. It did pretty good until he hit a big rock. So it either did one of two things. It either twisted us and threw us off a little bit, but because there were 2 of us, it wasn't that big a deal. And then, or we bogged it down, one or the other. But it depends on how.
Yeah, I have to buy the fence post. You just take the big metal thing and pound it into the ground, because that way you got a better chance of it slipping in between the fragments of Stone Mountain that are in my backyard.
We were pulling rocks as big around out of those holes. We'd start off drilling a 6-inch hole and wind up with a 1-foot wobbly hole by the time we got done, because we were pulling rocks up the sides of it. And I think the neighborhood he's in, they filled in, because where he is there's a big drop off, goes downhill, and it drains into a big. There's a draw on his backyard.
Mm-hmm.
Don't dox him. But where is he at?
Oh, up in Cleveland.
Oh, okay, yeah,
South Cleveland. But basically his backyard drops off into this draw, and his yard kind of gentle slopes into it. But all the houses in the neighborhood drain in that direction, which is kind of cool. He's on enough of a hill they don't have to worry about floods, and whoever did the drainage for this neighborhood actually looks like they knew what the hell they were doing, which is why I think it's Phil.
Let me look at the wind gauge here so I get the direction right. It's the west side of the house, which has no window. Well, neither end of the house has windows, just front and back, but north and south. There is a large pile of rocks, and after trying to put in an electrical cable, Romex, to go down to power one of the sheds, back when I thought that was a bright idea to have the actual electricity hooked up to a shed, I discovered why. There's nowhere in this yard that is anything but solid granite shallower than about as far as you can stick a shovel.
I was telling my brother, we hit this one rock that was about the size of my head. I said, if I had a block of C4, I'd fix that rock real damn quick, because it took us 30 minutes to dig that one damn rock out.
We actually have a granite dome coming out of the middle of the backyard. And it is about the size of your average inflatable kiddie pool. I mean, good 6-8 feet in diameter.
My truck's a Toyota Tacoma 4x4. I don't know if that would affect any of their vans or anything like that.
We keep getting recalls for the Corolla, and usually it's for airbags.
I think the 4Runner's closest thing they've got to a Tacoma, so it might have affected.
4Runner and Tacoma are the same
frame.
Yeah.
They had one there today. It's got this neat sports package on it. It has a see-through roll cage type bed cover with lights. It looks like a cab that goes on the back of the truck, but it's a cage. Looks like something a dog catcher would use to go around and pick up strays. But it was kind of cool. It had lights in it.
I am not going to touch that line, John.
But it had lights in the bed so that you could see what you were working on and stuff like that. Had a tail light in the roll cage, or a brake light up in the roll cage. It was pretty neat.
That doesn't make it any better to have a red light inside the cage.
Hey, it's Halloween.
Halloween.
I could put a monster back there real easy because it looked that damn good. Okay.
Imagine driving around in some of the neighborhoods in Atlanta with that rig.
I wish I'd taken. I didn't think about it. I wish I'd taken a picture of it.
Oh, for some reason, Lindsay wants me to go with her to some antique store in a nearby very, 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 very small postage stamp of a town. I mean, it's like 8 miles away. I'm going, honey, what expensive shit am I supposed to be buying for you this time?
That roll cage thing I was telling you about, it looks like you could put a soft top over it, but I didn't see a soft top. So.
Now, my pickup truck came with a one of those roll-up tonneau covers over the back of it, which means whenever it rains, the reservoir for the cover, when you actually open it fully and roll it into its little reservoir, probably could hold about 10,000 minnows or something in there, because it's basically a live well. So when you open the cover fully and then close it again, you wind up with a truck bed full of water. But it does have the plastic liner on it, so I'm not worried about everything rusting. But it does mean that I'm not going to be able to put the Tupperware with all of Lindsay's stuff in it for the her table at Helicon and drive the truck to Helicon and not worry about stuff getting ruined in the from any stray rainstorm, which is a shame because the van is getting a little bit of age on it, and it's no longer totally waterproof either.
Put your lee cover on it and be done with it, Dan. You got the money.
Having the money and wanting to let go of it are two different things, your dog. You know that very well.
You can't take it with you.
If I can't take it with me, I ain't going.
Hey, build a pyramid and you can take it with you. Got to have that secret chamber with the traps in it.
What secret chamber? Every chamber would have traps in it. You know me. Would you trust me?
Oh. Joe, have you heard of the Chevy Bright Drops?
No, can't say I have.
A pretty cool looking critter. And they don't have a picture. Huh.
Obviously, because you want to show it to people, and that ain't going to happen. Oh, Carl, my sweet summer child. No, we don't have all the current furniture put back yet. But she found a mantelpiece clock, which we have like 5 of. And she wants to, I hope, just go and drool over it and decide that, no, we don't have any place to put it. Because we don't have any place to put it. We're trying to fill up.
Jesus.
An entire house that is probably smaller than your kitchen and dining room, or just your living room, with enough stuff to fill up like 3 of your houses. Believe me, I've collected a lot of stuff over my time. It's still early enough at night. I'm trying to self-edit here. It's not Friday yet.
Well,
You gonna buy me a truck?
this.
No. All right, I found it.
Was that your Donna?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me.
Hey, sweetie.
Hey, how are you?
Tired.
So am I.
You know,
It's a delivery van.
there's a movie with a clown driving a van like that, goes around killing people. If you paint it like that, it would be great for Helicon. Okay.
Well, the problem is that's $111,000.
Jesus. Does it come with the gold bullion that they used to move it with at Fort Knox or something like that?
It's all electric.
It's with so.
Well, you're going to have to cover the roof with solar panels and hang a few off the sides too.
Now that would be a neat.
There.
Yeah, Carl. It does need exactly that. Free candy painted on the sign very, very crudely.
And you know what else it needs? If you're going to put the free candy sign on the side, get that hydraulic arm the garbage trucks are using to grab the trash cans off the side of the road. And just, you don't even have to stop to grab the kids. Just hit the button and.
That tire looked in good shape.
Yeah.
Oh, the upholstery looks like it's... Oh, wait, no. It's had the interior hardware removed from the door.
That's the way they come.
You can't open the passenger... No, that's a stalker van.
No, it slides back.
It doesn't matter. There's no handle.
It's electric.
That's the problem. They make an electric vehicle. Okay, it runs on a battery, and then they put all this electric crap in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe Dog, if you buy that, you're going to wind up on a damn police watch list. And I don't mean the ones we're already on. I mean a real one.
And like Dan said, you know, that better have solar panels all across the top, down the sides, because it's just begging for solar panels.
Yeah. But yeah, the door slides back. And if you look in behind the driver's seat, you can see the that panel. That's for the door to slide into.
Yeah. I've seen people making tiny homes out of vans like that.
That's what they're mainly going in. They were made for UPS and FedEx.
That's right. That's what I was about to say. I bet that's a mail truck right there.
It's a delivery truck.
The Grummond Mail Cat.
And you know what they're going to do with those when they get done? When they retire them? They're going to crush them.
Oh, I thought they'd put them on an aircraft carrier and shoot them off the catapult.
The LLVs, they're going to crush all of those?
Yes.
There's
you know what the
half a
Grumman,
million of the damn things.
You know what the Grumman mail truck is based on, right?
Yeah.
The S10.
Modified S10 pickup.
Yeah, with a shortened wheelbase.
Shortened wheelbase. Of course, the steering wheel on the left or right hand side. That's sort of like it. The one I saw, instead of the holes down the side, had more ribs.
Okay. I get the picture. It's I can see clearly now the rain is gone.
Yes. Okay. Let's see.
It is kind of cute, but then it's kind of
It's for the outdoorsy people that want to sleep in the back of their truck but don't want to pitch tent. Pretty
much, yeah. But it also has the advantage of you can air out your tent. You know, I mean, it's. I haven't seen the tent for it yet. I bet it would be cool because I bet it's got like awnings off the side, so it'd be like a.
It probably has awnings off the sides and the back. Matter of fact, I bet they make a special package that will pretty much turn that into a Hilton hotel.
Yeah, those mount on top. They want $60,000 for those damn things.
No kidding.
Just the tent.
Yeah, just the tent.
I love that. There's this guy who's got this little Yorkie dog. He's sitting on the couch. The Yorkie dog's right next to him. And the remote's on the other side of the Yorkie dog. The Yorkie won't let him get the remote and change the channel. Every time he reaches for the remote, you see.
That's like some of the boat people over in England when they're out walking their dogs. If they stop throwing the damn stick, they're in trouble.
Oh, what was it? There's this. I was watching one the other night. This lady has a pet pig. I can relate, but I mean, this pig is a drama queen. Just everything. Just it's squealing like a pig, and it got up on the bed with her, got in her face, and just started screaming at the top of its lungs at like 5:30 in the morning because it wanted breakfast. And she said, well, I might be having bacon for breakfast.
I started to say, if I had that experience, the pig would be breakfast and lunch and a special treat at Thanksgiving.
And she took it to the park to take it for a walk, let it play around. Such. It did not want to go home. So she had to pick up, and he looked to be about a 40-pound porker. She had to pick him up, carry him home, screaming the whole way.
I have enough trouble with a German Shepherd. I don't really think I could deal with a pig other than you're going to taste real good Sunday. Farm boy mentality. I'm sorry, folks, if you think that's cruelty to animals. No, it's not cruelty. It's in memoriam.
It's breakfast.
Breakfast of champions.
How can you do that to a little poor animal like that pig? Just hickory smoke.
It was fucking annoying. You want to keep talking to me? Sorry, I slipped there. I didn't self-edit.
Yeah, well, the thing is, most of those animals wouldn't exist if they weren't raised for food.
Mm-hmm.
What was the one? I don't know if it's real or not, but somebody posted a meme that showed two lions eating an antelope in the middle of the road. And some vegan was going, you know, if we didn't teach animals to kill other animals and eat them like this, we could all be vegans.
No.
No. We didn't claw our way to the top of the food chain
You saw the
to
meme I
eat
put on.
lettuce.
You saw the meme I put on Stupid O'Clock about, you know, I've been told I need to go to anger management class. Why don't they have stupidity management class? Because trust me, the reason I'm angry is probably because somebody was doing something stupid.
That meme I would like to see.
My niece, see me raising my hand, was telling me she has a vegan cat. She feeds them vegan food.
That cat ain't long for this world.
No,
And I said-
that's one of those cats that will gleefully eat you after you die.
Yeah. I asked him, I said, is it an indoor outdoor cat? And she goes, yeah. He likes to go outside and, you know, go off and, you know, go see his other cat friends for hours at a time. Okay.
That cat
He's
is
over at their house
hunting.
eating their food. That's what that is.
That cat is hunting. There's not going to be a mouse, a rat, a rabbit, a snake, or anything within 5 square miles of that house.
Yeah.
That cat's hungry.
I just said, okay. And my niece looked at me and she goes, don't do it, Joseph. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm not going to say a word. She goes, just hush, go.
I am a firm believer in the principle that everyone on the face of the earth has the right to be as stupid as they choose to be, but I don't have to put up with it.
But yeah, she's telling me her cat's a vegan and she lets it outside, and I'm going, okay.
I have gone out in my backyard and had to rake up bird feathers. And I have seen the cats bring home a rabbit larger than they are. Maybe purine is not the right food for y'all.
Exactly, Carl.
Exactly, Carl. You cannot raise a cat to be vegan. It will kill them.
Yeah.
They have to have meat. Their digestive system is not geared for. I mean, they're natural born predators. They're not biologically able to live off cereal based foods like a dog can. Doesn't like it, but can. But a cat will die if you try and keep it on a absolute vegetarian diet. Oh God!
Now,
You know,
do Do you know, Dan, there are only 2 types of food that do not involve the death of any living thing? There are only 2 foods,
I'm waiting.
and they are looked down upon by the vegans. Honey and milk.
Mm.
I didn't know they looked down upon honey.
Yeah. Because animals have to make it.
Oh,
Oh, Donna, I do not know. I
I
really
do
do
not
not
know.
know. Actually, I do not know how those. Okay, I'm going to generalize here, guys. This is going to offend people. I do not know how those kind of people are actually functionally non-illiterate and able to walk around without appearing to be walking roadkill.
it's like that joke about the blonde wearing the Walkman, and she accidentally snagged the headphones on something, and she was quick trying to figure out how to plug the headphones back into the Walkman, and she turned blue and passed out and died. So the paramedics, when they showed up, took the Walkman, plugged the headphones in, put it on, turns it on, and goes, and he's listening to what the Walkman's playing. It goes, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out.
That reminds me of the old cable channel that only broadcast
Blonde jokes, because there's so many of them.
no. It was exercise programs, but it was someone famous who has a husband who is a millionaire who would probably sue me if I could remember a freaking name and set it on air.
Did it involve Vietnamese anti-aircraft guns?
No, but it did involve just about every damn TV station in Atlanta.
It did involve North Vietnamese anti-aircraft guns.
Oh, yes. Now I remember.
That's his ex-wife.
Really?
Oh, he divorced her finally.
Yeah, he somebody asked him about it. He said, I got tired of that crazy bitch's shit.
I figure she spent all his money and left him.
She wanted him to get rid of his buffalo farm.
I'm sorry. I gotta put the liquor glass down on that one. I'm afraid I might spill it.
Okay.
I did not know this, but that man is the biggest buffalo rancher in the United States now.
Well, yeah, he tried to be the biggest anything he ever was.
Yeah.
No matter what he did, he tried to be the biggest, the best, or at least the most profitable at it.
Yeah.
No, Carl, not that one.
Yeah. But yeah, Uncle Ted, you know, he used to win America's Cup for years.
Mm-hmm.
First time Australia brought that little catamaran thing in and beat them, he goes, I'm done. He walked away from it. And now And now
too bad.
America's Cup is now raced in Australia. Because they keep whooping our asses with them trimarans and all that.
Well, I mean, seriously, you know they've got the what's the name of the reef all the way around the place, keeping the sharks close to shore.
Barrier Reef.
That's the one. We don't have that. It's probably why we don't have more shark attacks in the U.S. Or maybe the fact that Americans taste horrible to ancient predators from beyond the dawn of time that swim underwater.
Well, they say Americans really don't need to be embalmed anymore.
You eat
All
enough
the,
Cheetos, you're gonna last forever.
all the preservatives in our food. Yeah. You're right. We do taste bad.
Yeah.
Well, and some people have been through enough plastic surgery that they technically need to be taken to the recycling center.
I have met a few of those. Doesn't mean I don't think they did a good job. It just means I've met a few of those. And now I'm reminded of one girl that did a total rebuild, and didn't change genders. That would be a spicy bit, wouldn't it? She just had a total remake, and nobody knew who she was when she came back to high school the next year.
So there was plenty of dealer options.
Well, if it hadn't turned her into a total asshole, I mean, she was very cute when school ended the year before. She was totally beautiful when school began the next year, but she got a chip on her shoulder that now the guys were interested. And y'all know me, shy, non-confrontational sort of observer type, especially more so back then. I'm just going, beauty doesn't become you, dear. You were a much nicer person when you were a full-size girl. When you turn into a Playboy model over the summer,
Yeah.
and then come back with an attitude that nobody liked you before, and now there's worse than garbage. Grow old and die alone. I don't care. I'll find a decent woman, which I have. Don't ask me why I shared that. That was pure rum.
So that's why all the rum is gone.
Yes, I am why all the rum is gone. Everywhere. But I don't hurt. I'm not in pain. I'll take that as a win. Oh, Carl. I couldn't pay you enough to psychoanalyze me.
You ever see a dog product that makes you want to buy a dog?
What is
Dog
it?
that makes me want to buy a dog. That's about it.
No, the only thing is that I've seen dogs that made me want to buy a dog. Oh, the tactical dog harness comes with 17 grenades and a oh, come
We
on,
used to-
John. What is the word? The not banana clip, the magazine for an AK-47.
Yeah. A magazine.
We
Okay.
Or an AK-47.
we used to have one of those for our big Husky Akita mix, Ozza, and it would fit the two Chihuahuas would fit down in it. We say it was my woofer and two tweeters.
Okay, now here's a fun one. Get that for your dog, and order you an EOD patch for the back of it. Okay, for explosive ordnance disposal. Put it on your side, and just let him go at the dog park just to watch all the people going. Why is there a bomb dog running around?
John, if you really want to have fun, get a falconer's glove
That's the other one. Yeah.
and walk around the dog park looking up.
And whistling.
And yeah.
With my luck, a falcon would actually come down, and then I'd have to feed the damn things the rest of my life.
See, the problem is if you're falconing and you got to have the hood too, and the tie downs. They got the hobble tie downs or whatever, tying it to the glove, and you got to have a packet full of rabbit meat or something. So.
No, I'd rather just walk into the front yard and go. Y'all crows have been really active today.
Hold on, I got to address
Thank
this.
you.
Okay, Carl, do you really think that a cat would carry its own food? Now, I could see the cat buying one of those for you so that you could carry more food for the cat.
Yeah.
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 Actually, I can see a cat buying a Toyota pickup truck so that the owner could carry more food for the cat.
And you know what the cat would do, okay? You've got
scream bloody murder most of the time.
You've got a 20 cubic foot bed full of cat food, and when it gets down to 10 cubic feet of cat food, the cat would whine that the bowl was half empty. Okay.
Half empty. If it can see the bottom of the bowl, even though it's heaped up higher than Captain Crunch on each side, if they can see the bottom, it's empty.
I love these videos where the people get the automatic cat feeder and the cat figures out how to hack it.
Yeah.
Cat says, the cat's sitting there watching the food drop in the bowl and then runs its paw underneath the sensor, and the more food comes out, and it runs its paw underneath the sensor. And
they got one that it's set on a timer. But if you unplug it and plug it back in, it'll drop food. The cat will walk over to the plug, sort of unplug it, then plug it back in.
Oh, the other ones I like, and my mom had a problem with this with her poodle. She had a full-size poodle, not the little thingy. And it figured out how to work the water dispenser and the ice dispenser on the front of the refrigerator.
Yeah, it don't take them long to do that.
I'm not a bit surprised. I'm waiting on the German Shepherd to figure out how to do a doorknob.
Yeah, my brother's has a Weimaraner, and this dog is too smart for its own good, and it knows how to work doorknobs. Okay, before they had their first kid, they had child-proof locks on all the doors.
We actually have a latch, a physical kettle gate latch, and a lock on the screen door on the front porch, so the dog cannot get out and go get the mail for us because she'd bring back the damn truck too.
Nowadays, most of those ice makers have a safety switch on them. So
Yeah, you can turn it off.
you flip it on and off, and it requires a human finger.
Yeah. Huh. Fingerprint recognition to get ice cubes. How did we get to this point in society? This is not far from Skynet.
Oh, real quick, just before I forget, Joe, when is our next meeting for?
Halicon,
Yes,
the 25th.
the 25th, and
Oh,
Halicon starts on Friday, Halloween. Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. And so, for those of you who don't know what Halicon is, it's a Halloween themed convention for freaks and geeks, and it goes on like Halloween weekend. It's 3 days. It's in Dalton, Georgia, and it's fairly cheap compared to most conventions. And you need to buy a ticket from Joe online and order a room from the convention hotel.
Yeah, the hotel. You
Yep.
go. You call the hotel directly. Otherwise, you're gonna pay $110 for the night.
Rather than what was it, previous rate, if you get it a year ahead of time, much more affordable.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm going to go downstairs and get me another beer. I will be right back.
All right.
Okay. I don't have to go downstairs, but I'm not ready to walk. I'm not ready to take 3 steps to the beer fridge and get another one.
Joe, that does look a little wild, hanging shot off to the right like that, like you missed a spot.
Yeah, one side kind of curls up, the other side just kind of likes to stand out.
Yeah, I've got this little bit right here. No matter how meticulously I trim it, one day later, I've got this spike hanging off. It's like that particular part of my chin grows hair faster than the rest of my head.
Mm.
And believe me, if I was to go to sleep again on camera, you'd be able to see the bald spot and know exactly what I'm talking about. All the growth part of this is going down here to this one little. You can actually see the corner hanging off there. My wife hates it, but every time I cut it off, the next day it's back.
Do any of y'all ever get that one hair that grows on the top of your ear?
Mm-hmm.
I went to get a haircut, and I told the lady, I said, I don't know why, but the top of my ears, one hair grows. Just pluck it out. I go, if you see one, okay. She looked and looked, didn't see one. I get home, scratch my ear, and so I get up on it and yank it out. Hell, the damn thing's that long.
Mm-hmm.
Black as coal. How the hell did you not see that?
Oh, John's back. Bring him in.
John can magically bring himself in.
Yes, I know. Lots of us have ops here.
Unlike myself, I couldn't bring myself into my own show last night, so
That's better.
Oddly enough, Nick had an art stream this afternoon, and he and I wound up. I was in the chat. I wasn't on camera. We had a long conversation about solar power options, and I'm going, where you live, I would opt for a combination of wind generators as well as solar panels.
yeah.
Because y'all get a whole lot more dependable
Yeah, they got
wind
they
than
got
we
the ones.
we do.
And
They got
seeing
the
as
one-
you can see
Oh.
the windmills from his house.
Well, the thing is, they got these ones you can put up in your yard,
Mhm.
and they're about 20 feet high, and they're about 5 feet across. But instead of the big propeller on top, it's 3 propeller blades, and
Mhm.
just looks kind of like this, but with propeller blades, and it rotates.
It's an art form.
Yeah,
Looks like an
but
art project.
It does.
there were some made in England that they set up on the Dover cliffs, and they were actually the horizontal wind blades rather than traditional propellers. And the damn thing spun so fast it almost flew off the cliff. I mean, if we had that kind of dependable wind, we wouldn't need the TVA and hydroelectric dams. It'd just be, hey,
Well, guess what TVA is getting into?
windmills,
Wind and solar.
about damn time.
They're thinking about putting wind generators on top of the skyscrapers in some of the bigger cities.
You know where they need to put the wind generators?
Where?
Hang them under the bridge on the dam. Because that thing's a darn wind trap anyway.
Yeah.
John, that actually makes sense. It'll never happen.
I always wondered why they don't put solar panels on dams if they're facing south.
I always wondered why they didn't put solar panels across every supermarket parking lot that takes up 17 acres.
You go out to Arizona, New Mexico, you see that. The parking lots will be covered in solar panels. And what's really cool about it is there's lights underneath them that the solar panels and the batteries that are there will power the lights at night. So
Up at Outside Con, they had solar powered cell phone chargers.
the local electric company had put these 2 solar powered cell phone chargers. They were little just stands, kind of like about the size of a phone booth, but without the walls. Solar panel on top. There's a battery box on the bottom, and it had USB ports, so you could plug your stuff in. And it had a, what do they call it? The impulse chargers, where you just lay your phone on it.
Mm-hmm.
Sympathetic charge, I don't know what they call them, but it had one of those too.
And it had a 110 outlet to charge your laptops.
Sort of. It only had like a 12-volt battery and like a car battery, so it wasn't that.
I actually got one of those induction phone chargers
I can't remember if
as a free bonus gift with the last um, uh, extra battery extension that I got for my solar system in the Barn solar system. Makes it sound like it's got orbiting planets inside, but no. Um, and I'm going, oh great! You sent me something that only works with an Apple phone. And then I discovered it does have a USB-C output, which means I can charge my normal cell phone. I just can't lay it on top of it and do the uh, wireless charging.
I did not take a picture of the darn cell phone towers.
Well, did you really want to? Are they particularly artistic?
Not particularly, no, but it was
I mean,
rather novel to see.
they are cell phone towers. They just kind of stick up into the sky and duh. Um, we got a. It's not a radio tower, but it is a very, very tall tower on the what they keep calling the highest exposed point of land in Madison County, which makes it sound like the next exposed point of land in Madison County is under a lake somewhere. Sometimes I just despair of the
Brasstown Bald.
oh, that's a beautiful place.
Who is playing? I'm hearing a phone beepy. Is that Joe or?
Oh, that's probably me.
Okay. I'm just trying to track it down.
My phone's not beeping, but it is showing all of you guys.
Only as a mirror, darkly. So we're now an episode of
Star Trek.
Next Generation Star Trek.
I think Next Gen was the only one that didn't do a mirror darkly.
No, they did a few. They did a few. It's just nobody ever watched them because the script writers they hired were boring instead of, Norman Spinrad and other professional sci-fi writers. They hired professional writers, just not sci-fi writers.
Star Trek always shows, the United Federation Starfleet on it. It's very prim and proper, and this is how the future should be, and all sorts like that. But the thing was, I always kind of hated that a little bit. And one of my favorite all-time Star Trek character was Lwaxana Troi. Just because it, brought a people element to the starship. And I'm watching this show that just came out, Section 31.
Yeah.
Yeah. The ones that are supposed to deal with time travelers and whatnot.
Well, the whole premise behind it is when they drew up the articles for a federation for the United Federation planet, and there were 5 races that originally signed into it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the humans were worried about other races taking advantage of them using the Federation. So they had a section in the articles called Section 31 that basically gave humans the right to defend their planet, no matter what the United Federation said. And somewhere down the line, somebody decided that we needed a super secret CIA, Black Ops, KGB kind of organization to enforce that.
Section, Dan,
Like
best
we
way
need permission.
Dan, best way to describe Section 31 is CIA in space.
Something like it.
With
If
James
you, ever,
Bond.
if you ever saw the movie Red with Bruce Willis and John Malkovich and
Helen Mirren.
Helen Mirren. Oh, what was the other girl's name?
I can't remember. Red means retired, extremely dangerous.
Retired, extremely dangerous.
Sounds like me.
They're all former special operations wet works assets. They either worked with British intelligence. Helen Mirren worked with British intelligence. Malkovich and Willis worked with the CIA. They've got a friend that was with the KGB, but it's kind of like that in space.
And now I wish you hadn't told me that, because I want to write a story in that universe and I'm not allowed.
Yeah, Red was good. Red 2 was good too. The thing I liked about it is they've got Giorgio, who in the Mirror universe was the Empress. Mm-hmm. She was the Dark Empress that ruled the alternate universe. And in the Federation universe, she was a really good exploration captain. She was the first Starfleet captain to encounter the Klingons and was killed fighting the Klingons, but wound up going into some Klingon religious fanatics and started a war. And she is back she's left the dark universe and has decided to turn her life around, living in our universe, just inside the Federation space. But she has somehow or another finagled a space station and turned it into a hotel casino operation. So it's a little bit like Casablanca, and she's Rick running the All-American Cafe. And apparently Section 31 has recruited her because whatever they're after is from the Dark Universe, and it was a weapon that she helped create.
Yeah. Yeah, her
need
hotel
more weapons.
Yes,
I mean,
her hotel is weaponized.
I mean, welcome to the Hotel California. Once you've invented quantum torpedoes, what else do you need? Phasers that shoot neutronium?
There was it was one of the Dark Mirror books.
I'll be back.
And I can't remember which story it was, but Kirk had to play the evil Dark Mirror Kirk.
Mm-hmm.
And he was sitting there, and he was looking at the tactical screens on the ship. And there was this, and normally, on the Enterprise, you had phasers and photon torpedoes. Okay. He said this thing had 12 different types of phasers, 14 different types of photon torpedoes, something called a death field generator. And he said the list of weapons on the ship was longer than the life support listings.
Death field.
Oh,
generator.
Mary Louise Parker played Sarah in Red. I could see that. She got 3 first names. That's the problem.
Death field generator. So they've actually experienced a Spirit Halloween store.
Oh, and they planetary. Oh, what was it? Planet breakers, planetary hell bombs, death field generator, and he's like, "What the hell?"
There are too many options. Just take off and nuke it from orbit. That's the only answer.
Which weapon should we use to kill them, sir? Indulge yourself. Yes.
Let's empty the inventory.
What haven't we used recently? It's we have a Play-Doh launcher. Ooh, let's try that. It's,
Goop. I can see that. Yeah, that was a problem I ran into when I was writing fly-by-wire. I mean, I had come up with a 7-mile long starship that could use black holes. I mean, instantly created black holes as torpedoes.
in Star
And-
Trek, the Romulans do not use antimatter to power their ships.
No, they use black holes.
Quantum singularities.
Quantum
It's
singularities.
basically a teeny tiny black hole powering your ship.
Mhm. Which is more dangerous than any weapon they've ever come up with, but only to them. Because you fuck that up, your entire ship is going into another universe quickly,
Well,
painfully.
okay. You have watched Star Trek, right? You have seen Geordi eject warp cores because they want to get the antimatter out of the starship. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Either way, it doesn't matter if it's a little piece of quantum singularity.
No. If you're playing with black holes, antimatter is something you give kids in kindergarten to mess around
If you're
with.
playing with black holes, antimatter don't matter.
Exactly. There's 3 types of matter: matter, antimatter, and doesn't matter.
Yeah. Hey, it's not the size; it's how you use it. Little black hole. Boy, this thing going off the rails real quick.
John, don't go any further.
We only got 20
You've bitten off a little bit more than you can chew, my friend. Don't go any further. There are women watching us.
It's a small thermal exhaust port below the main port.
Yes, and I used to bullseye womp rats in my 216 back home. Yeah, Carl said, save some of this for tomorrow night. No, but John, you never come to the green room on Fridays. Oh, rarely ever.
Oh. See here.
You're more than welcome, and your sense of humor would fit right in because basically it's inappropriate or us.
Okay, this is okay. I found the one I was looking for. Hang on a second. Let me see if I can bring it up here. I think that's the one I was looking at. Okay, and poke that button and that button.
Oh, that felt so good it hurt.
Hurt so good.
No,
Come
I mean
on,
my
baby,
neck.
it hurt so good. Okay, that's
my neck.
That's the little doohickey I was talking about right there.
Yeah. The fancy wind generator.
It's got a stainless steel cover, but it's not really that big a deal. So it's cool and all that. But.
There are a couple of variations of that are also horizontal blades rather than vertical windmill type blades,
right?
That have been developed in. I do believe they were developed in England, but it might have been Montana for all I know. Someplace
they
with
got
a lot of.
It's kind of cool. It's a wind turbine with 5 other wind turbines on it.
Well, the ones I'm thinking about, they just kind of spin around the central post.
Here.
And as the wind increases, they expand further and further to catch more wind.
Oh, that didn't work either. Let's see here. Is that the one? That's the one with the 5. Let me see. Well, it won't let me get any closer. Darn it.
Keep looking; you'll find what you're.
That's a cool one too.
One day
Yeah.
you'll find what you're searching.
That was neat.
Let me go get a beer. I'll be right back. I'm not going far. I'm not taking the headset off. Oh, Carl, believe me, if somebody gets diced by a wind turbine,
Well,
the gene pool is better for not being pissed in.
well, with my luck, the poodle,
Hello,
the
Chris.
cat would get the cat would start chasing the windmill.
Even Chris?
Like I said in next show, hello, my freaky darlings. I'm sorry, but the more often I think about it, the better League of Extraordinary Gentlemen actually is, no matter how corny it was or how horrible the marketing was. I think that was a good movie.
I enjoyed it.
The graphic novels were better and much more graphic.
Yeah, much more graphic. Yes, I've got them. The movie did set itself up for a sequel, except for one tiny detail at the end. Concerning Ellen Quartermain's grave, if they really wanted a sequel, when they laid Quartermain's rifle across the grave and walked away, and the African shaman started doing his magic dance around it. Sorry, David Bowie, I know that you've got that copyright. If they really, really, really wanted a sequel, better had Sean Connery's hand come out of the ground and grab the damn rifle. And then fade to black. Oh, Carl, apparently there's something called the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare.
Yes. Excellent movie.
Well, I haven't seen it, but I've heard very good things about it.
It is based on an actual World War II operation called Operation Postmaster. And they sent in a commando team to capture an Italian. Well, they sent it in to sink it, to sink this Italian freighter that was supplying all the torpedoes and food and water and CO2 cartridges for German U-boats operating in the Atlantic. So they could leave Germany, go out, sink submarines, and then instead of heading right back to Germany, they could head down to this secret base that was on the west coast of Africa, rearm, refuel there, and then head back to Germany with a full load of torpedoes and fuel, and sink some more ships on the way back. So they went in to sink that ship and all the supplies on board, and they wound up, when they got there, they couldn't sink the ship, so they stole it. and it's based on a real operation.
Mm-hmm. I've just watched a video about that on YouTube today that was trying to piece together the difference between the movie and the actual history.
The movie,
wait,
of course.
Wait,
Guy
Chris,
Ritchie's fault.
you're absolutely right. John Carter could have been as big as Star Wars if the studio had stood behind it.
And if they put some damn advertising out for it.
Exactly. If they told people the movie was actually being made, and
that is one thing I noticed. You don't see movie ads. You don't see movie ads on television anymore.
Ungentlemanly Warfare did not stick to the facts, but it was a good action movie. And
John, a lot of the movie advertisements now are on YouTube and Facebook.
That's the problem.
Short.
If I'm on YouTube, I'm watching a movie. I'm not watching movie ads.
If I'm on YouTube, I'm clicking through any ad that pops up because ads are for
people with money.
No.
Yeah.
Because I got money. I just don't want to have ads. You know, I've got better shit to do than watch an ad. Regime change at the studio. No one didn't support it. That's a good explanation, Chris. You're exactly right. John Carter should have been publicized more. I mean, I rewatch it frequently. There are one or two things that I would say were flaws, but actually probably aren't. But I'm not a movie critic. I'm just a writer. And I've read Edgar Rice Burroughs a long time ago, so, you know, I know how it's supposed to go, and I know how the future of it's supposed to go. And Deja Thoris wore entirely too many clothes. Yes, Mr. Bachman, she should have been entirely more artistically draped than she was. But audiences being who they are and having to get the thing past censors, they really couldn't, pun intended, pull that one off.
Oh, that's funny. I'm going to put that one on Stupid O'Clock.
Dan, I'm just waiting for the day that there is a full-length, 100% AI-generated movie.
They've done at least one, and it starred Keanu Reeves, and it was a P.K. Dick novel.
No,
and it was a long time ago.
Like the AI writes the movie and then builds it.
Yeah. We're not far from that day happening.
I don't think I have enough bullets to shoot that computer. And it needs to be shot.
For most movies, AI sucks. But the one thing AI is really good for is animation. And it will allow animators to put out product 100 times faster, which is great for kids shows, you know, because kids can't wait for the next episode. But what's really cool about AI, I'll give you an example. if you've got a scene where the guy comes home, walks in the door, across the hallway, walks upstairs to go to his bedroom, okay, that could be 160, 250 frames of it. Somebody's got to draw all that. Right? With AI, you can draw the guy in the doorway, draw what the house and stairway looks like, and then draw the guy up in the bedroom and tell the AI to do the other 160 frames for you.
Carl and Donna have a good point about League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, and Chris has a good point about God, how gorgeous that woman that played Deja Thoris was. Let's see, can I? Is that the one where they go looking for Connery's character? I thought that was the first one. Well, they did that in League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Right. He was the first one they recruited.
Yeah, well, yeah, but they had to blow up his entire damn house to recruit him. Chris
Some
says,
people it takes a little convincing.
yeah. Those eyes of Lynn Collins, who played Deja Thoris. I don't believe I ever got high enough to look above her collarbones. No. I hope it does poorly. Yes, I thought that was League, but then there are other movies that fit the same mold. Need to watch it again. It's been a while. Yeah, I know there are movies that I absolutely adore that I can watch over and over again. That Lindsay cannot stand, so I can't watch them in the living room. I have to watch them back here, like Fifth Element. Lindsay can't stand Fifth Element. And it's not because Bruce Willis doesn't put in a stellar performance. It's more, it's as if MTV made a sci-fi movie, which is the kind of thing that she just can't stand. Yet she watches those British soap operas with the same repetitive plot year after year after year.
Have y'all watched any of Yellowstone or
she's
the
a big
spin-off?
Midsomer Murder fan.
I'm sorry, y'all talked over each other. Joe said something and John said something, and I couldn't hear a word of either one of you. Something about Yellowstone, Joe Dog said.
Have you watched any of the Yellowstone and spin-offs?
Don't have any TV channels.
Oh.
I mean, we turned off the satellite dish years ago.
MTV Studios is pumping out some of the best TV out there right now.
I am.
Well, the bar's not exactly high.
Do what?
So the bar's not exactly high.
Yeah, well. Joe, have you been watching Tulsa King?
I am so far behind on that right now.
That's an MTV studio.
Mm-hmm.
I am waiting to have the time to sit down and watch Wednesday season 2. Now there are stuff online that were just, made for online series that by the end of the first set I was going, you wandered off the path. I'm sorry.
Carl just asked, we were promised watch anything that happened, watch anything online. When is that going to happen? Well, the problem is, Carl, corporate realized there was money to be made.
Dog is not wrong.
And sometimes they will release something to watch online, pull it for 4 or 5 years till the demand comes up, and then charge you $5 to watch it.
And Donna, you're exactly right. Same time we get our flying cars.
I don't want flying cars. I do not want flying cars. We got too many idiots out there driving now that can't handle
can't handle two dimensions, much
they're
less
having trouble
three.
with 2 dimensions. Let's not add a third one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
That
as I was saying to Donna, my mom had a 1972, 73 Pontiac Grand Am, and if that wasn't a flying car, I don't know what was.
Well, once they get the flying cars, they'll have to stay in designated flying zones.
Well, we've seen that before. I mean, I've even incorporated it into Marinibrium stories. I mean, seriously. We've seen it in Back to the Future.
I don't want to be anywhere near a gas station if we get flying cars.
The thing is, no one ever puts the equivalent of backup cameras into a helicopter or a flying car or whatever, so you can see what's going on the ground when you're trying to land the damn thing and refuel it. Or park it 17 stories up at a gas pump or the equivalent. That's the infrastructure is always shortcutted.
Yes, we did, Chris. Yes, we did.
And people are still pursuing it. John Carpenter warned us about a lot of things, like never visit Antarctica.
Well, the whole thing about the new version of Battlestar Galactica, one of the things they kept saying is all this has happened before, all of this will happen again. The humans created AI, and we called them Cylons. And at the very end of the series, they find Earth, but it was 150,000 years ago.
This is the reason why I didn't watch Battlestar Galactica.
You should have.
The 1984 version. No, I shouldn't have. It was a waste of my time.
No, the new version was Dan, you could watch the new version today, and most of the topics are still relatable.
Yes, and it was beautifully done, but it was a product of its time that was redone unnecessarily. Now, I'm sorry, Y'all enjoy it. I'm not gonna piss on your cornflakes. But for me, it's like the special edition first 3 ever made Star Wars movies being re-released as special editions with additional footage. Cute, but unnecessary. And yes, I've realized that there were some really fine actors delivering extraordinary performances in there. But once you've witnessed Jonathan Harris voicing an 8-foot tall plastic robot that should never have been conceived back in the day, you kind of lose your appetite for that particular concept. Nothing against Jonathan Harris. I mean, seriously, if you need somebody to go, oh the pain, there was nobody better. But that's like making a TV series out of what was that Mel Brooks movie?
Blazing Saddles. Oh,
No, Robin Hood in Tights. I think it was. After the initial 3 jokes in the entire movie, what was the point besides giving Mel Brooks a reason to have a cameo?
Well, isn't that what all Mel Brooks movies were?
He wasn't in all of his movies.
Only one. Only one he wasn't in. But his voice was.
What was the other one? I mean, I really liked it at the time. I don't know that I could stand to rewatch it, but I really liked it at the time. And I
Young
cannot.
Frankenstein?
Oh God, no! That's one of the best movies ever made.
Yeah. Do you know that he did not do a cameo in it?
Yes, I do know he did not do a cameo in it.
That was in Gene Wilder's contract. But the werewolf howl was Mel Brooks.
Yeah, he did some voice. There was a cat that he did too. The werewolf and the cat.
and
Werewolf?
That was done.
Werewolf. Their castle.
Their castle. Why are you speaking like that?
I thought you wanted to.
You fucking started it, motherfucker. No, they were. I got totally sidetracked. Hello, Nick.
You're gonna Tweeben. Okay, yes.
Yeah. I still quote that line today.
The blooper was absolutely hilarious on that.
Mm-hmm.
Marty Feldman grabbed the fox.
Oh God, I've got to show this one. Mel Brooks and on, yes, and now Warren Zevon is playing on an endless loop in my head. Thank you, Nick, and thank you for the art stream this afternoon. I really enjoyed that, and I really enjoyed talking about solar power systems in the chat with you. I hope I helped. I'm not an expert. I just do this stuff at home. I'm not an expert at farming, but I've done it for half a century, so. Putting on the res. Yeah. Which is really funny if you play that clip and the original clip of who was it? Taco singing the same song back to back. I do think the Young Frankenstein version was better.
What I loved is when they were doing, the prop department was, trying to, recreate stuff. So they went to the original creator of the Frankenstein set and says, "How did you do this? How did you do that?" And he says, "Here, it's all back there in the garage."
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. That was a nice thing. The guy that actually built the Frankenstein's laboratory set
Still had it.
The equipment, still had it, and was willing to rent it out. So all the stuff that you see in Young Frankenstein is actually the same equipment that was in the Universal Monster films.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
I wonder if that stuff still exists.
Yeah.
As far as I know, it does.
I think it's in Smithsonian now.
Some of it may be.
They built 3 of the manta-shaped flying saucers for War of the Worlds, the 1950s.
Yes.
And you can't really tell it because of the way they shot the film, but they're made out of copper.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like 6 feet across or something like that. They were huge practical models. That's why it looks so good. But they kept them at the studio for several years because they were thinking about doing a
sequel.
A sequel or something like that name. And during or shortly after that, because of the Korean War, the Boy Scout, I can't remember if it's the Korean War or the Vietnam War, the Boy Scouts were doing a metal drive for copper. And the studio donated them to the Boy Scouts of America, who took them to a scrapyard.
Not all of them. Not all of them.
There's one that's still in existence, but it's in very rough shape. It's.
Are you a fan of Dan Monroe? Movies,
yes,
music,
yes,
and
I am.
monsters.
I love his stuff.
Yes.
Whatever happened to
exactly
movies, music, and monsters?
And he has at least 1, if not 2, videos about whatever happened to that particular prop. Anybody that doesn't watch it, you're missing. You're cutting yourself short. You're missing out. Also, anybody that doesn't watch Atomic Snack Bar, you are missing out.
Yeah, Dan, do you remember in the original Battlestar, you never saw more than 5 Cylons together?
It's because there were only 3 costumes,
no,
and
they
had to overdub the other 2.
There were only 5 costumes, and if you scratched the costume, you got fired.
They're plastic. How do you keep from scratching them? Even I knew that they weren't Teflon. They were chrome-plated plastic. How do you keep from scratching that?
But that's why you never saw the Cylons do much fighting
Oh,
or falling.
Or falling, yes.
when they were filming War of the Worlds back in 1953, let's see, the filming was halted briefly 2 days into filming when Paramount discovered that its filming rights of the novel were only for a silent movie version. It was quickly resolved through the kind permission of H.G. Wells' estate.
Mm.
And it's probably one of the best versions of War of the Worlds, too.
Yeah, it's hard to beat that one.
I do believe that kind permission of the H.G. Wells estate is one of those sarcastic statements that people should examine.
That were followed with a bunch of zeros.
Uh-huh. Ask me how I got away with writing a damn Sherlock Holmes story and getting it published.
And probably that percentage sign at the end of a number.
Actually, I didn't have to pay anything.
Oh, no. Hey, according to...
It was public domain by that time, so I was free to do whatever I wanted.
According to IMDb, none of the original Martian war machines exist today. They were made out of copper, and after production, they were reportedly donated to a Boy Scout copper drive.
So many things have been lost to history. And please don't set me on a tangent here, because I watched a Rocky Horror retrospective today, and my head is full of music that I can't write because it's not mine.
Yeah, well, it's changed probably in the last 20 years, 25 years. Back then, props for a movie were
they were one-offs. Once the movie closed, that was it.
We don't need it. Throw it in the dumpster.
Oh, what was it? Of course, back in the day, a lot of the props weren't necessarily just props. They actually worked. Like Disney's Nautilus for 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Wasn't a submarine, but it was a boat.
And the Landmaster from...
That's another good prop.
Oh, God. There were only 2 ever made, and both of them were in the film, and one of them was supposedly destroyed plot-wise, but one still exists. It's not in good shape.
It is believed to be at Gene Winfield's Custom Car Garage Complex in Mojave Desert, California.
Which
Good
is a good
place
place
to preserve it. But the blueprints, the ability to build a new one, still exist. And if I ever win the lottery, I'm going to roll up to Helicon in a Landmaster. Watch me.
If I ever win the lottery, I'm going to find a bunch of these guys down here at Komatsu to build me an AT-AT walker.
Oh, yes. Damnation Alley. Thank you, Chris. A Landmaster exists still. Yes.
It was vandalized. It was vandalized in storage. This guy took it to restore, and nobody has seen it since.
However, I understand how it works. Even the weird star gear thing for the triple wheels. I understand the
concept.
schematics for it. I know how it would work as a piece of machinery, as if I were looking at a combine harvester or a tractor or something like that. I know how it would work. I've never seen one.
Well,
It's
there's two
very-
Army vehicles that worked kind of like that. Of course, they had regular wheels, but the Goer was an articulated frame vehicle, the big cargo truck, and the Gamma Goat was an articulated frame vehicle.
Well, the articulated frame is not that far fetched of a concept. I mean, seriously, it works. I mean, we've seen it in construction vehicles. Joe Botman's probably seen several of them on work sites and never thought of it as being connected to a Hollywood prop. But the triple wheel that just hit a pothole, it rotates over it, no big deal.
The Army, the military experimented with that for a while. I don't know if they ever actually had it on a vehicle, but they did experiment with artillery wheels for towed artillery that would do that.
There are luggage carts and things that have that concept built into them. You get to a set of stairs, the wheels flip around because there are 3 of them to make it easier to pull your junk up a set of stairs.
I have an update. 2016, it was moved to Gene Winfield's custom shop.
Yes.
Okay. In 2022, Winfield sold the vehicle to an unknown party where it will undergo restoration.
I wonder if they're going to remake the movie.
I hope not. That was a great movie on its own. Triple wheels are uncertain. Yes, indeed. Yes. It is a useful concept. Not many designers can figure out how to make it work.
Actually,
less than jarringly, but
it looks like Winfield went out of business. The guy that last sold it.
Well, actually, Dan, there is a bolt-on option for side-by-sides.
Yeah.
Of the 3 wheels.
Ooh.
That it will rotate around.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, it's a great concept, but not many engineers can figure out how to make it work
reliably.
Reliably, yes. That is exactly the word my brain was searching for.
You know, we are in overtime.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we have to keep doing kickoffs until somebody scores.
Do we really care? I mean, we used to be a 2-hour show.
Yeah, well, if we went back to a 2-hour show, we got less than 10 minutes.
Yeah. I think Carl wants to go to bed. So where's Dawn in her sock? Good question, Carl.
Let's summon the dawn.
No. If Dawn isn't here, it's because she's finally getting some sleep. Either that or she's out in the in Ted's Lego cave playing with teeny tiny bricks.
Was it Dean Jeffries
Yes.
was the fellow that I think designed the Landmaster. I can't remember if he was the director or the.
No, he wasn't the director. Dean Jeffries is a very famous prop designer and practical effect designer.
It looked pretty good in 2016.
Nick, you in a heap of trouble now when she reads that.
Well,
And yes, that was an authentic evil laugh. Oh. And Carl, I just misread the previous comment about where is Dawn in her sock as something totally green room. So I'm just gonna green room myself right now. I regret nothing.
Did you see that meme I posted that had the bathrooms in the Mexican restaurant and the signs on the door were burritos and tacos?
Yes, I did see that.
I did not see that. I may never admit to seeing that if I do see it later. Oh my goodness. Well, at least the burritos are wrapped.
Well,
Safety first. Oh God. College was in the 70s, and here I'm applying modern knowledge to what I'd lived through back then. Be still, my beating heart. Oh dear. Nick.
It is about that time. Let's.
It is. We have gone entirely too far and entirely too long.
Okay. Tomorrow night on the Discord channel is the green room, of course, and we will be back at 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock, right?
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock on Saturday. So
10 o'clock Eastern time. Yes.
10 o'clock for those in the wrong time zone.
Do what, Joe? You did what to the wrong time zone again?
It's at 10 o'clock for those in the wrong time zone.
Let's do the time zone again. I told you I watched too many Rocky Horror retrospectives lately. It's a 50th.
Well,
good night, everybody.
Good night, folks.
No, it's not time. We've still got 5 minutes. Actually, about 3 minutes.
Oh.
But yeah, well, believe it or not, there's a little neighborhood in the next county over, which just so happened to be Central Time Zone. They wanted to leave that county because for emergency services from that county to get to where they are, it's a 45-minute trip. It's a 5-minute trip from Chattanooga. So the city says, well, we'll annex you in. And the state goes, annex them in. We'll put you in the Central Time Zone. City went, guys, you're on your own.
You really. Thank you very much. You're on your own. Good night. And to our audience, thank you very much. You're on your own. Good night.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, let's go. Let's just go ahead and end it up a couple minutes early. We gave them a few extra minutes, so we'll short them some minutes.
And don't forget, exorcists will come by and exorcise the demons from your cat.
No, they won't. I've been waiting.
I've been seeing demons doing jumping jacks for 50 years, and it doesn't make any difference.
Hey, little devil on this shoulder leaned around to the guardian angel on this shoulder and went, "Help me." Say good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
I have slept the surly bonds of earth and danced the skies on laughter-silvered wings. Sunward I've climbed and joined the tumbling mirth of sun-split clouds and done 100 things you have not dreamed of. Wheeled and soared and swung high in the sunlit silence. Hovering there, I've chased the shouting wind along and flung my eager craft through footless halls of air. Up, up the long, delirious, burning blue, I've topped the windswept heights with easy grace, when never lark nor even eagle flew. And while with silent, lifting mind, I've trod the high, untrespassed sanctity of space, put out my hand and touched the face of God.